Hey, this is Andy with CDA Idaho Clothing Company, and welcome to our 6th episode of our Coeur d'Alene Coffee Culture series, where we're talking all things coffee here in North Idaho in the Coeur d'Alene area. Today, we are taking you to Evans Brothers Coffee Roasters, which is located on the corner of 5th and Sherman Avenue in downtown Coeur d'Alene. They're kind of tucked back a little bit more on 5th Street. Today we're going to interview Rick Evans and learn about Evans Brothers Coffee Roasters. Hope you enjoy this video.
I'm Rick Evans with Evans Brothers Coffee. My brother Randy and I started this business in summer of 2009, so we're about to celebrate our 10-year anniversary, which is amazing. And this really started with my brother and I moving to Sandpoint, Idaho, really just wanting to plant some roots, settle in the inland Northwest. We discovered this area and just thought it was amazing, and we wanted to raise our kids together and kind of have them grow up in the same place. And we loved it for the outdoors, the skiing. Then we just discovered how great the communities are in this area, and this became home for us after moving around all our lives, Shortly after we moved here, the economy crashed, and I stopped. I had been doing real estate. My brother had been working in coffee for about a decade and was super passionate about coffee. Anyway, we both found ourselves pretty much out of work. There wasn't a lot of real estate going on, and so we naturally just went skiing every single day and started brainstorming about what in the heck we were going to do. And our storyboard that you'll see here in our Coeur d'Alene shop with chair 6 there, if you don't know what that is, that's really where Evans Brothers started. So we were riding chair 6, our favorite chair, and which is actually torn down this year, so it's kind of crazy. But we were on chair 6 over and over again. It's like 20-minute chair ride. We just started talking about it, and the conversation went something like, "Hey Randy, what do you want to do with your life?" And he said, "I just want to stay in coffee, and I want to stay in Sandpoint." And I had been more of the entrepreneurial sort and starting new things, and I said, "Well, look, why don't we just start up a coffee roasting business? You know everything about coffee. You've got such a breadth of experience and so much passion. I know that your coffee is going to be amazing." And he'd been a roaster for 5 years in Seattle, and he'd been involved with different startups. And I knew that I had enough confidence in him that I could sell him. So he sort of humored me. At the time, we didn't know how we were gonna get any money to start this thing. And we just started going through the process, writing up a business plan and meeting with a counselor, business advisor, and we got a plan together. And by the following summer, we had a bank loan with a little help from our grandparents, for the down payment and the whole bit. And things worked out. And next thing you know, we were rolling. We were ordering a brand new roaster and off and running. And I thought I would just kind of start this thing on the side and help him get rolling and pick up some wholesale accounts. And I quickly got swept up in it. And I love the aspect of being able to bring something to the community that would really make it just a little bit better and add a place for connection and value, and I just loved the opportunity to do all this through coffee. And Randy was super passionate about bringing a different kind of coffee experience to this area. So 10 years ago, there wasn't anybody else really doing pour over coffee and single origin espresso and things like that. And so we were bringing what you might have found in maybe a bigger city to a small town of Sandpoint. The vision was just to do wholesale roasting. but we got involved with the farmers market in Sandpoint right away, and we started doing things like neighborhood tastings where we'd have everybody come in and taste our coffees, and we'd educate about like the different roast styles and sourcing and different beans and different nuances there. And we really just engaged with the community right away. We started building up a good following and got some good restaurant accounts and everything. And but we would have people coming in all the time to our shop to our roastery at the granary in Sandpoint, and they were looking to get try our coffee. And so Randy would stop roasting, or I'd stop bagging coffee or whatever, and we'd pull them a little shot on our Espo bar, a little home espresso machine, or we'd make them a pour over kind of thing. And that just kind of organically started growing. And so we ended up building out. We had been the broom closet right next to the roastery, but it had these big sliding garage doors, and literally it was just a closet. So we ended up renovating that, maybe 200 square feet, and just adding like a walk-up bar, and it would open up to the outside. That over time's kind of developed, and we ended up in the space next door, and that just became we would have days where we'd do $20 on the bar, and we had, it's kind of funny, we had one of our friends who was a DJ. He volunteered to just kind of man the bar and work on his music during the day and make drinks when people came in. And if we made $50, we'd split it with them, kind of thing. So that's literally how we got started. And within a few years, we had a bustling cafe. We ended up expanding. Next door we put some money into the space and got a bigger espresso machine and all these kind of things. And it led all the way to maybe 4 or 5 years later, placing top 3 in America's best coffee house in Portland, which was just amazing honor for us, from where we started with it. And then it was a year and a half ago that we opened this shop here in Coeur d'Alene. And I guess another quick announcement I can just add in there is that we're going to be opening in Spokane in the Wonder Building here this summer. So 3 cafes, I think we're good for a while, but yeah, it's been really exciting to add that element to what we do, and it's complemented the wholesale as well. We're right by McEwen Park here, so we do the coffee for things like the marathon and Family Day, and then the Run for 271 to raise money for the school district here. So yeah, we do a lot of events. We do our coffee there, and we're getting involved in all these other things. The other thing we offer here is at both places is a community spotlight program where we're featuring a nonprofit every month, and they are able to put all their information here and just kind of use it as an outreach. And we'll have one day of the month where usually some kind of an event, and we're donating 15% of our sales from that day. And so, we're sitting over the course of the year. I mean, I think we donated maybe 15 grand or something last year between the 2 shops. So it ends up being something that we're really proud to do and engage with all these different groups that are really important. We also love throwing parties, and and we like to do them a little different. So we've had a few latte art throwdowns. And when we do it, we usually add something else to it. So one of them was like a funk party kind of thing and dancing, and the last one we did like a beach party theme. And we also did the latte art where we shared the drinks with, it was all cappuccinos to kind of save milk, and we shared that with customers, trying to be more like environmentally conscious. That was actually a fundraiser for Kootenai Environmental Alliance and Lake Pend Oreille Waterkeeper. And so we're always trying to tie in any of the parties and events we do to some kind of a cause. And and we love to throw parties, we love to dance and have fun music here too. Usually dressing up, costumes is involved as well.
Thank you for watching this episode of our Coeur d'Alene Coffee Culture series. If you enjoyed this video, would you please hit the like button? And then if you're on YouTube, please subscribe to our account. If you're on Facebook or Instagram, be sure to give us a follow. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.